What up? What up? I'm Tom Smoke. Before we get started, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment below. Now let's get into it. And being an older man on Body Game has taught me a lot of things. One of those things is the fact that you become a role model for everyone. Now, you may not realize it at the beginning, but you are a role model. And that being said, an older man usually has kids and a family. Maybe they had one, and it's a little different these days, but you know, whatever. It's important to remember this, that the way you act is the way you teach the kids in your circle of influence how grown men should behave. So if you're being loud and causing a scene or hitting your woman or punching the wall, yelling at her, name calling, whatever, hitting the kids, that's going to influence the kids as well. And they're going to be influenced by that. You're being a role model. You can be a negative role model. It's being a role model isn't just a positive thing. And that's, people forget that. And they really just don't factor in how the kids are going to grow up seeing that same behavior over and over and over again over the course of time. And, kids these days, they get confused with the video games and the movies and TV shows glamorizing domestic violence, doing drugs, taking advantage of women, objectifying women, stuff like that. And there's a lot of stories that revolve around single moms, struggling trying to make it. And somehow, those connect somewhere. And like even movies like Ant-Man, why is the Ant-Man character, why is the hero got to be some, criminal dad who's trying to get his family back, but his wife, ex-wife doesn't like him. His kids, are estranged to him. And from, for what? Because he's a white guy doing some criminal stuff and then he goes to jail for a long time. You know, I don't know. But in that redemption arc, you know, he's trying to show them that he can be a good person because they got the impression that he's a bad guy, he's a criminal. So it's important when you're a man and you're a dad to be a good role model. And then if you got stepkids, you're taking over and being the father for somebody else's kids. It's important that you take care of yourself. So you look better than that guy. Because obviously, if he ain't around, he's probably a bum. And he might be a bad guy. He might have been beating up on him. You don't know. But it's important that if you're stepping in and you're stepping up, that you be a good role model for the kids. That you show them that even though they saw some bad examples in the past of what men behave like, now they get to see a good example. They get to see a proper role model. And that's their dad. That's their new dad. The new dad's better than the old dad. That's something you can be proud of. It's not really something to like showboat and rubbing, the other guy's face or whatever, try to, make it a big deal, but just give yourself some pride that you're able to take care of somebody else's kid, that you're able to provide that kind of support for your love, for your wife, that you're able to do that you want to do that. And, the kids, they're not going to respect you up front. They're not going to think that you're anything. If anything, they probably seen 3 or 4 dudes already come and go. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't nothing special. You're nobody. But if you look nice, if you're taking care of yourself, if you've got a good appearance, straight away, they're going to know you mean business. Straight away, if you look good, if you're taking care of yourself and the kids see you, they're probably going to be bugging their mom like, yo, who's that guy? Who's that guy? He looks different. You want to be that guy. You want to be the different guy. Eventually, you're going to hopefully get serious with this girl and, you're going to get married. That's, you're going to be that kid's dad. So you need to act like it from day one. You can't be half in and half out, not wanting to take responsibility because eventually you're going to have to take responsibility for that kid. So man up, be accountable. If you don't want to, don't even mess with the girls. I used to say that. I swore up and down that I was never going to mess with a chick that had kids. But after a while, I started thinking real deep, like, well, that was the situation that my mom was in a long time ago. My mom was single and it was just me and her. And I would be beside myself if my mom wasn't able to find somebody that wanted to take care of her. If my mom couldn't find somebody that loved her, that would make me feel terrible. As a youth, I wanted my mom to be loved. I wanted to have, a good family. And yeah, sure, I wanted my family, my dad and my mom to get back together again, but that's not something that I really thought was a realistic situation. But I wanted her to be happy. And I hoped that someday a man could make her happy. So as I grew up, as I evolved, I had to make that determination. Do I want to mess with a chick that's got kids? Do I want to keep those out? And when I realized that, that could be me, that little boy is out there somewhere. And if I find this lady, if she's got a kid, it ain't going to matter. I'm in it for her. I'm not in it for the children. But when she's got kids, you're automatically having to be a role model for somebody else's kids. You automatically got to start watching your behavior. You automatically got to start watching your language. You automatically got to start watching how you treat her, because that's his mom. You know what I'm saying? You have to act like a proper gentleman. You have to act like a proper man 24/7. And if you ain't ready, you might as well just stop messing with that chick, because you got to be a good role model for the kids. Trust me. If they come with baggage, you got to deal with all the baggage. You might be part of that baggage, that your mom used to carry around. I was. Hell yeah, I was. Didn't have no choice. But, it gets deeper than that. And you can talk philosophical stuff all day long. Maybe that's another video for another topic for another video. But you got to take care of business. And if you're not on Body Game, you don't know what I'm talking about. And you got to get on Body Game to really find out what I'm saying is real. Like, you are visibly respected by people. As soon as you walk in and people turn and they notice you're there, they really notice that you're there. When you look like an athlete, people stare. They can see the six pack a mile away. It's like they have radar. Like old ladies, young ladies, it don't matter. Guys, whenever I go out in my compression shirts and the light's just hitting it, the six pack, everybody's looking at me. The muscles are popping, the arms popping, the shoulders, the veins, the abs, everything. I've seen them turn and, watch me walk by. I've heard them talk, from a distance. I've heard them say stuff up close, like nothing vulgar or anything like that. But, they weren't doing that shit last year. They weren't doing that shit last year. I didn't have, the six pack, lean ab, bicep veins 24/7, ab veins 24/7 last year. I got them this year. They can see that my shoulders are wider and my waist is slimmer. They can see that I have a taper. I look like I can play some sport, but they can't put a finger on it. Now I've got the athletic physique, and it's something any man over 40 can achieve. If you're a man over 40 and you're a couch potato and you got, an extra 100, 120 pounds, 150 pounds of body fat, you can lose it. I've lost 85 pounds of body fat, and I'm probably going to lose another 10 pounds more. Probably not quite that much, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you have a lot more fat than you think up front. A lot more fat. You're fatter than you think. So you need to be a good role model and not be a fat piece of shit. You need to lose weight, be active, show them what to eat, show them how to live. Like, the kids aren't going to teach themselves. and you sitting on the couch being lazy, being a bum, ain't helping nobody. I'm sure that you work a hard job, but you're not the president of the United States. You know, you ain't the commander in chief. You know what I'm saying? You're probably not even a commander. So think about that. You got to command respect. You need to be a commander. You got to have the heart of the lion, the heart of the lion, eye of the tiger, and the hunger of the wolf. I'm getting excited thinking about this stuff. Like, you don't have to go to the gym and waste your time. You don't have to pay people money to train you. You can get something easy. You can get Tae Bo. You can get, sweating to the oldies. You can get like what I got, the P90X. I did the P90X3. It's 30-minute workout. I did that all last year. It was awesome. You get in, you get out, and you get results. If you already been lifting for a while, that's good for maintenance to stay at the level that you're at. But if you're at a level 0, level 1 trainee, and you're trying to get into proper shape, the P90X3 is a good stepping stone, and it's a good gateway to get you in there and get you ready for the hour workout P90X, which is really the full body physical fitness. Like, it helps you work around the house, around the yard. It helps you carry groceries. It helps you do chores. It helps you live your life, and fundamentally works all the joints, the hips, the shoulders, the elbows, the knees, the ankles, the wrists, everything. And if you're sitting on your ass at a desk job, or you're standing around in a sales job or something else to where you're not really moving around much, or even like a driving job, you're sitting on your ass driving a car all day long, your hips are going to be jacked up. And if you don't move around, you're going to end up getting your hips replaced. You're going to end up having hip issues, hip mobility problems. And if you start now in your 40s, you will get ahead of that. Trust me. You might even know people that are getting hip replacements. You don't want to be that guy. Those are expensive. If you still need help, the link for the Discord is in the description. Link up with us in the Discord. We're a community of people doing the P90X and the P90X3. I got a 90-day challenge going on. We're almost a third of the way through it. Today, we're starting week 5, day 1. It's Sunday, July 26th. So you can join today. It's free. You just watch my shows, copy along with me, or you can go to the store, buy you a copy of the P90X. I got an affiliate link in the description. You can buy it brand new on Amazon and get it for yourself. You can get it used. It's like $10 for the P90X. You might even know somebody that has a copy of the P90X. Shit, you might already have a copy of the P90X. I bought a copy 20 years ago, and I did it part of the way through one time, and I couldn't complete it because I wasn't strong enough, and I just didn't feel like doing it. I don't know why. I honestly don't have a good reason. But I'm finishing it now. I'm in my 3rd round of the P90X, and it's made a difference in my life. It has changed my life. And the P90X3 is where it started. 30 minutes a day. If you say you don't have 30 minutes a day to work out and train your body and change your life, I don't believe you. 30 minutes a day to move your body, to invest in yourself. The rest of it is just diet. How much food can you avoid eating? How much food can you eat more wisely than you used to? Making smart food choices, better calorie choices. No snacking, no drinking alcohol, fast food, microwave dinners. You can save a lot of money making your own food. And you can also feel a lot better making your own food. Because if you can't pronounce the ingredients in your food, what are you eating? I don't know. Check out my other videos. I got diet tips, training progress, training videos. I do live nightly trainings every night. I'm showing you how I'm getting ripped. It doesn't take a bunch of effort, but if you show up every day and you put in a little bit of effort, you will get out results. that will blow your mind. And if you show up every day and you kick some ass, you are going to get ass kicking results. But if you don't show up and if you don't put in the work, you can't be mad you're not getting results from the work that you're not doing. So don't blame me. Don't blame somebody else. Look in the mirror and blame yourself. If you're not taking action and you're not taking care of yourself, nobody's going to take care of you. Nobody cares about you but you. I want to help you get great results. I can show you how to do it. I can give you all the information. But if you can't do it yourself or hold yourself accountable, it's not going to do you any good. If you really need help with accountability, I can help you out. There's a link in the Discord for one-on-one coaching. Drop me a DM. Hit the like button. Subscribe to this channel. And leave a comment below. I'm Tom Smoke, and we're getting ripped, baby. Thanks for watching. Do body game. Be a good role model. Don't be a fat piece of shit for the kids. Be a proper man. Show them how it's done. Be a proper man for your woman. Because don't you want to treat her? Don't you want to treat your lady to something nice every day? Instead of disappointment when she gets up and looks at you. Ugh. You don't want to be that guy. You want to be the, ooh, damn, honey. You know what I'm saying? You want to be that guy. You want to be the fancy feast. Not the kibbles and bits. You feel me? I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Like the video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel.